Good evening and welcome to UMaine News. I'm Jack Caruso, and tonight we'll be exploring a vital moment helping reshape global commerce. Fair trade is a concept that aims to create better conditions for producers, particularly in developing countries, by promoting more equitable relationships between producers and consumers. By what exactly is fair trade and how does it work? Let's break it down. Fair trade is an organized social movement and certification process that ensures products are ethically sourced. It begins in the 1940s but gained more traction in the 1990s with the aim of addressing the system inequalities within international trade. Today, millions of farmers and workers in developing countries are benefiting from the fair trade model. But it's not just about social responsibility, it's about ensuring fair wages, ethical working conditions, and environmental sustainable practices. So why has fair trade become so important in today's global economy? Well, it's because it's giving consumers the power to influence how goods are produced, ensuring the money spent reaches the people who need it most. Let's turn to my colleague Grant, who will walk us through how fair trade works and what's happening today.
Thanks, Jack. Let's take a closer look at how fair trade works and how it's affecting global markets today. When a product carries the fair trade certification, it means that the producer has met certain social, environmental, and economic standards. These standards include things like paying fair wages, ensuring safe working conditions, and promoting sustainable farming practices. Fair trade organizations partner with producers, often small-scale farmers or artisans, to establish long-term relationships. These partnerships help create a sense of security for workers, as they can depend on a guaranteed price for their products, which often exceeds the market rate. Importantly, it also ensures that workers can invest in their communities, such by improving education, healthcare, and infrastructure. A recent study by Fair Trade International found that in 2023, over 1.7 million farmers and workers in developing countries benefited from fair trade practices. That's a significant number, but there's still so much work to be done. One challenge is that many producers are still unaware of how to access fair trade certification, and some consumers may not understand the importance of their purchasing decisions. It is also important to note that fair trade is not just for agricultural products like coffee, tea, and cocoa. It's expanded to include textiles, handicrafts, and even gold. This diversification is helping to address various industries' impacts on workers and the environment. Now to understand the real-world impact of fair trade, we've sent our field reporter, Evan Roy, to speak with producers and consumers about how the movement is making a difference. Evan Roy is live at a fair trade coffee cooperative in Bangor.
Thanks, Grant. I'm here in Pittsfield, Maine at the Fair Trade Cooperative, where farmers are replacing the benefits of the Fair Trade certification. As we can see behind me, workers are carefully picking and processing beans as the cooperative leaders are using the profits from fair trade sales in the community. I spoke with Jason, a longtime member of this cooperative, and he explains how fair trade has helped them invest in better equipment, education for their children, and even healthcare. Before fair trade, we were paid so little that it was hard to support our families. Now we get a fair price for our coffee, and the community has more access to education and healthcare. It's made a real difference. It's clear that the fair trade is having a positive impact on the lives of these workers, but there are also challenges. The cooperative's manager, Peter, told me that many fair trade producers still struggle to access international markets due to competition from large, non-certified brands and the cost of certifications.
While fair trade gives us the tools for success, the biggest challenge remains getting our products to the global markets. The certification process is costly, and there's still many consumers who don't understand its value.
Despite these challenges, it's clear that fair trade plays an essential role in creating a more just and sustainable trading system. Consumers can also play a part in supporting fair trade products and making conscious decisions about where their money goes. That's all from here in Pittsfield. Back to you, Jack. Thank you, Evan, for that detailed report. It's heartening to see the tangible benefits of fair trade, but as we've all heard, these skills still work. There's still work to be done to ensure the movement reaches more communities and becomes a part of every consumer's daily choice. It's important to remember that with every fair trade product purchased, you're supporting a better wages, safer working conditions, and a more sustainable world. That's all for tonight's special report on fair trade. We hope this helps you understand the impact of your purchases. From UMaine News, I'm Jack. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.